Hello soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Today is your girl Jenny. So today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to cut and sew this beautiful blouse. As you can see on the screen, I've been wanting to sew this blouse but I kept on postponing, so I don't know if it's too late for me to post it, which I know most of you still want to know how to make this blouse. So if you're interested in knowing how I made mine, don't forget to stick to the end of this video, and also don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, this is the fabric I'll be using for today's tutorial, and I have just 2 yards of this fabric, an African print. So I will just go ahead and fold in my fabric. So guys, I'm going ahead to fold my fabric into 4. So you can see this part I left towards the center back is going to be the zip allowance at the back, and I'll go ahead and rule out my starting line. So after doing that, I'm going to place my tape like this from that starting line, which is going to serve as the shoulder line. Then I'm going to mark my half length plus 1 inch stitching allowance. So my half length is 17 inches. Then I added 1 inch stitching allowance to that, making 18 inches. Then I'll go ahead and rule a straight line. After doing that, I'll go ahead now and place the half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. I'm going to place it here so you can see how I'm placing my tape. After marking the half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5, I'm going to check what I have left. So because I'm not making use of enough fabric, that's why I'm not having enough for the sleeve area. Okay, so you should have at least 7 inches for the sleeve length. So what I have here is 6.5 inches. The next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then for the sleeve opening, I'm going to measure around my arm. Go ahead and measure around your arm. Whatsoever you have there, you're going to add extra stitching allowance to that. For mine is 6.5. I added 1 inch stitching allowance to that, making 7.5 inches. Okay, after marking the sleeve opening, what I'm going to do next is to divide my bust measurement by 4, which is 9. Then I'm going to add extra stitching allowance to that. So I added 1.5 inches stitching allowance to that. Okay, coming to the waist area, I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 4, mark 1 inch for that because it's going to have a dart. Then I'm going to mark my stitching allowance of 1.5 inches. So you can see what I'm doing. Then after doing that, go ahead and connect the points together. So after connecting the point together, I'm going to curve this armhole area like this. So go ahead and do yours. After doing that, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark 3 inches for my neck width. Then for the neck of the back, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for the neck depth of the back. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. Then for the neck depth of the front, I'm going to mark 2.5 inches because looking at it, it has an high neckline, okay, which also have a slit at the front. So I'm going to make use of 2.5 inches for the high neckline. Then after marking it and connecting it with my curve, I came down by 4 inches for the slit. The front neckline is going to also have a slit, so you can see what I'm doing here. Then after doing that, go ahead and connect your shoulder slope like so. After connecting it, go ahead and cut it out. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it out, and you can see what we are having. The next thing I'm going to do is to take out the back pattern, and I'm going to place the front pattern like this and cut out the neckline for the front. After cutting it out, I'll also open up the slit area. So remember, the slit area for the neckline is 4 inches. Okay, so that is how I want it to be. After opening it up, this is what we have for the front and the back. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and cut out linings for both the front and the back. So guys, I'm going ahead to cut out the lining for the front, and you can see what we're having right here. So this is it. Then I want to actually mark out the 4 inches for the slit on the lining. That is what you see me doing. So after marking it out, I'll also go ahead and open up the slit for the lining. This is what we are having now for the front. The next thing is to go ahead and stitch up lining to lining, fabric to fabric. So I'll go ahead and join the shoulder of the main fabric and the shoulder of the lining of the front and the back piece. I've gone ahead to join the shoulder area of the front piece and back piece of the main fabric. So this is what we are having. This is the lining. I've also joined it at the shoulder. You can see the front and the back of the lining at the shoulder, so I've joined it. The next thing now is to go ahead and stitch it up. Place your lining like this on the right side of the main fabric. Stitch up the neck area, okay? Stitch up the neck area, stitch up the slit area. After doing that, you go ahead and stitch up the sleeve area like so, and also the side. I hope you understand. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it up, and this is what we are having. You can see I've also stitched up my dart, so go ahead and stitch up your dart. The next thing we are going to do now is to take our body measurements and stitch it up at the side. After stitching it up at the side, this is what we are having, guys. You can see the next thing I'm going to do is to fold my top like this. So I'm going to fold it like this, making sure that the zip area is out, so you can see the zip area at the back. After folding it like this, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark out 1 inch. That is, I'm going up towards the zip area by 1 inch to take out any zipper bulge, okay, since we didn't take out our bust dart while we were cutting this, because we cut it directly on our fabric. So we are going to just do this to help us take out any zip bulge at the back, okay? So just go up by 1 inch and slant it towards the side like this, as you see me doing. So after slanting it, you go ahead now and cut it out. After cutting it, this is what we are having. So you can see that the front now is longer than that of the back, okay? You can see what we are having here. The next thing we are going to do now is to take the measurement from the center back, that zip area, to the side of the back. So whatsoever you have is what you are going to cut out for the flare. After doing that, go ahead and also turn it to the front and take your measurements also at the front, from the center front to the side front, okay? So what I have was around 7.75. So I have around 7.75 for both the front and the back. I'm going to have to cut out the fabric I'm going to be using for the flare part, and this is what we are having, okay? So let's just assume this is the front piece. So this is for the front. From the center, I'm going to go in by my waist measurement divided by 4, which we measured out earlier, okay? So mine is 7.75. I'm going to just mark it there and notch it out. From that my waist area, I'm going to also measure out about 23 inches, okay? So you can make it 23 inches. That long part that is falling down towards your nail area, you can make it as long as you want, okay? You can make it close to your knee area or above your knee area. I think the best measurement is between 20 to 23 inches. Then you go ahead and cut it out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what we are having now for the front. So I'm going to use this to cut out the back. So I'm going ahead to cut out another fabric for the back piece, okay? So the length I cut out for the flare is 8 inches plus 1.5 inches stitching allowance, because we are going to be using ½ inch to stitch at the top. Then we are going to use the remaining 1 inch to hem the bottom part, okay? My gown length is 25 inches. Then I remove my half length from it. So go ahead and determine your gown length, then remove your half length. Whatsoever you have left is going to be the length of the flare. The only difference between the front and the back is just the zip allowance. So I'm going to just mark out 1 inch for the zip allowance. You can see, just mark out 1 inch. Then after marking it, you go ahead now and place the front piece on that zip line. You can see from that zip line, you place the front piece there. Then you cut the excess out. any excess you have at the other edge, you go ahead and cut it out. So guys, after cutting it out, this is what we are having. Go ahead now and take out the back piece. Let's work on the front. I'm going to also take note of the quarter of my waist measurement, okay? Then from that part, I'm going to just fold it all around. After your waist measurement point where you notch, you are going to just fold the rest part. From that upper part, fold it all the way to the down part, okay? So this is how we are going to attach it. I'm going to bring my top now, and I'm going to just start from the middle. You can see right side to right side. Go ahead and place it like so. Then you start from the middle, stitch it all the way to the side, okay? Then you start from the middle again and stitch it all the way to the other side. So guys, after stitching it up, this is what we have for the front. I'm gonna have to stitch up the front. This is it, guys. The next thing is to stitch up the back. So for the back, I'm going to bring one piece and place it like this. Make sure you are placing it right side to right side. Then I'm going to stitch from the zip area all the way to the side, okay? So make sure you hem or fold the other part that was not stitched down. This is what we're having. You can see that the front and the back piece of the flare actually align and it's very close. That is how you should do yours. Make them so close, okay? Make them very close at the side. So guys, after doing that, this is what we are having, guys. You can see what it's looking like. Then the next thing now to do is to attach the zipper, okay? So go ahead and attach your zipper like the way you know how to do it best. I've gone ahead to attach the zipper, and this is what we are having, guys. Our dress is out already, looking so beautiful. So this blouse is very simple. It's very simple, okay? So go ahead and do yours and let me know on the comment section. So guys, this is what it looks like on my mannequin. I hope it's looking so beautiful. I think I love the fabric itself and I love the style, the blouse. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe, okay? Please keep on supporting us to do more, to bring more videos at your doorstep. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.